Okay, what's going on, family? Boy, house, I got the I'm still setting up. Y'all just want to turn this up to mhm, so that we can let me write it on here. Is Give me a second, family. I'm still loading up over here. I just wanted to turn on YouTube to allow it to build up. Uh Not you, not you, not you. Put it on. Put it right there. We'll talk about some stuff today. Y'all can see the topic. Uh-oh. Is Give me a second, YouTube. Let me go back to it. All right, I'm back. Is racism helping Black businesses to grow? Man, we're gonna talk about that, family. We was having that conversation today. And come on out of there. Give me a second, YouTube. My little iPhone always wants to download onto the camera. We're gonna talk about today. Where is that? I'm gonna put know, COMPTOE. Compton in the house. Uh-oh. All right, y'all. I'm over here loading up the one and only. What's going on, fam? YouTube, y'all in place? Where you at? We got some people on there from YouTube. Tell me where you at. What state you in? What city and state you in? Give me a second here. Denver in the house. How you doing, fam? Kinda. How you doing? Instagram. What city and state you in? Let me turn on this other phone here. Let me tell y'all what's taking me so long. I got 3 phones in my desktop going on. Why am I doing that? Because I got so many different social media platforms. And I'm just trying to accommodate people because I got 5,000 friends on my one of my pages. So I have 3,800 on another Facebook page. If y'all can, I appreciate it if y'all can all go to my Facebook fan page, public figure page. And that way I can have unlimited amount of people all on the same page and I can sit here with just 2 devices. Then the one device for my where am I looking? One device for my Facebook, another device for my YouTube. Sexy Beto, how you doing? Where y'all at? What city and state y'all in? Everybody say something. Represent. We're gonna talk about today is racism. Give me a second here. I'm writing it all down. Is racism helping to grow Black businesses? I'm sure it may say something different on your page, but it's the same thing. Y'all get to some of it. So we're gonna talk about that, y'all. Feel free to chime in on your thoughts. Y'all know it's my opinion, so I get to share my opinion with y'all. Tell y'all what's on my mind sometimes. Most of my thoughts comes from things that I've seen, things that I've said, things that I've witnessed. So y'all know I like to talk about stuff to help the family out. So I'm gonna go live on that page, and I'm gonna go back to inviting on this page, and we're about to get started. Shout the city and state out, y'all. Country, where y'all at? Uh-oh. Shout your city, state, or your country out. Let us know where you are so I can see what's going on with the following. Where do I need to go next? You know, I got a lot of people. I usually look at my turnouts of people who are ordering books from me, people who are asking me, you know, when am I coming out to states to determine what's a good state to go to? You know, I was just talking to the young brother Blue Pill today, and I don't know why I didn't take a picture with the brother, let y'all see, but we was moving fast. But anyway, he's just getting back from Vegas, and it's like it's kind of interesting to me because Corey, how you doing, family? Jansine, how you doing? Mustafa, what's going on, my brother? Hadrian, how you doing, fam? Wendy, how you doing? Stephanie, how you doing? St. Louis in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Missouri. Talik, how you doing? Beat, how you doing? Edward, how you doing? Renee, how you doing? So we're gonna talk about Danielle, how you doing? LA, California in the house. Winston-Salem, North Carolina in the house. I was just in North Carolina, or not just, but I was in North Carolina last year, brother Mustafa. I was out there in July, I believe it was. They had me at one of those universities, and I was on a radio show, matter of fact. Vicky Washington in Los Angeles. How you doing, fam? So I wanted to talk about some things about racism. You know, y'all mind throw my glasses back on so I can see what I'm saying. Y'all know I got a little comedian in me sometimes, so y'all got to forgive me because I'll be on one from time to time. Now, the phone that's standing up is the one that most likely gonna need a charger. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Never mind. Is racism fueling the growth of business of Black businesses? Is racism helping Black businesses to grow? Is racism helping Black businesses to thrive? Absolutely it is. And I'm happy about it, y'all. I'm happy about it. So every time y'all, before y'all disconnect me and hang up. Oh, okay, Mustafa, appreciate it. Courtney, how you doing? Dita, how you doing? Can y'all share this for me if y'all can? You know, let the family members who don't know who I am or what I'm doing or that I exist, let them know I exist because you care enough to share this video on your page. So I don't want to just make you think that we're going to talk about racism and all its negative sides, because we're going to talk about the positive sides to racism. And I know somebody's thinking that don't make no sense. How is there a positive side to racism? Kenny, how you doing, fam? There is a positive side to racism based on the fact that Racism is scaring people. Y'all hear what I'm just saying? What I just said? Racism is scaring people. You got people like that love to go be in white communities and love to eat in white restaurants and love to shop in white stores and all of that stuff. And because of all these instances, these situations happening with black people going to white neighborhoods shopping, black people getting spit on, black people getting threatened, black people being harassed, all of that shit's good for business. I just want y'all to know. So it's making black people decide, you know what? Maybe I need not to wear this Gucci. Maybe I need not to shop in this particular area. Why? Because these white people are letting you know that they do not like us. They don't care how much money you spend. So they're going to clown you in your face and put a Gucci shirt on that's making blackface. They're going to have Prada dolls. They got Louis Vuitton, used to own circuses, family used to own zoos with black people in it. Come on, y'all. Y'all love these brands. Y'all love these brands, But boy, they letting you know they don't love you and they don't care. Okay, Dante. Mr. Zoe, what show in the house? I appreciate that, fam. Where you at, Mr. Dante? What city and state? So I think I appreciate them. I don't like racist people who don't let you know they racist. I love racist people who let you know they racist. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hear what I just said? I don't like racist people who don't let you know that they're racist. I don't want to fit in, Renee. I never fit in, like I said, I love white people who let you know they're racist. I love it when they let me know that I don't want to be bothered with y'all. I don't care about y'all. If you come around me, I'm going to hurt you. I like to know that because that lets me know I don't need to go around you. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's the ones that pretend like they do like you, to pretend that they do care, but they really don't like you. Those are the ones I don't like. You know what I'm saying? They don't say nothing, but really they don't want you around them. You know what I'm saying? They doing things to hurt you and all this sort of stuff. Let me fix this here. Hold on one second. So, Timberland putting out there that, hey, these boots is racist. Look at this. These boots is coming. The Timberland sign on the side of the Timberland logo is of slaves hanging in the trees, y'all. And people still out here wearing these Timberlands. People still wearing these Gucci's and all of that kind of stuff. Y'all, it's a lot about America that y'all is starting to come to light. But see, I've always been up on that kind of stuff. And y'all always thought I was a little weird and TJ is doing too much. And why he talking about all that stuff? Why he sharing all of that stuff on his page? That ain't right. That don't make no sense. Matter of fact, I might stay off his page, but you know what? Now I get a lot of people been coming back. They're like, wow, that's the stuff TJ was talking about 2 years ago, 3-4 years ago, when I stopped listening to him because of stuff like that. Now it's becoming so normal that it's in your face that they do not like black people. So I'm not here to cry about it. I'm here to say I'm happy. I'm actually doing backflips. I appreciate the guy in the White House. I hope he stay in the White House. I don't y'all get mad and disconnect me before I get to explain why. See, when dude got into the White House, he opened the door for people to be who they really are. So no longer are they sneaking around and doing all of these racist things. They letting you know in your face how they feel about you. So because of that, because he's in office, wilding out, being who he is, and opening the door for other people to be who they are, saying they don't have to wear the mask no more. They can take the thing, the sheet off their head and walk around and do crazy, stupid things to black people. So that tells me right there that, hey, this is a good situation because now we get to identify the people who are doing all of these crazy things and you get to know who's who. So fast forward the story, it's making black people who love to go to white restaurants, who love wearing Gucci, who love to spend their last money on a Louis Vuitton, purses and all of that stuff, who's taking their tax dollars and going out there to the white communities and spending all their money with people that do not like them. So now you sitting there in your face knowing these people don't like you, but yet you got to make a decision. Do you go give them your money still? So fortunate for us, I'm loving it because it's so blatant in your face. They making that decision to not give them their money. And I'm loving it. I had people call me up. I've been coaching people. I had a great consultation coaching today with some cats, and it was just so profound. Why is that? Because people are approaching me saying, TJ, I want you to coach me on business. And I'm like, like, okay, well, always part of my coaching, I always ask them, well, what do you do? Okay, well, I work here. Okay, well, are you gonna quit your job and start working your business after I help you get it going, or whatever it is, after you make these investments? What are you gonna do? And they always tell me the story. Well, I want to come out of my job because the racial tensions are becoming a little hostile. I got people throwing stuff on my desk. I got people, playing games, and I got people. It's just I can sense the hostilities toward me as an African American person while I'm sitting in the workplace. And I'm like, wow, and that's cool though. See TJ live Monday. Oh yeah, I'll be at. Yeah, let's not forget about that. I'll be speaking this Friday night at the FIBA Center in Los Angeles, California, family, from 7 o'clock to 8:30. No, I meant 6:30 to 8 o'clock. 6:30 to 8 o'clock, I'll be at the FIBA Center in Los Angeles, California. You can go on my Facebook page and register. It's only $25 or $30 at the door. You can go to eventbrite.com and register for it, or you can go to Facebook and go to my page and register for it. Thank you, Miss Bree Cole. Bree Check, I'm sorry. But I appreciate that. So you got a lot of people keeping, what's up, bro? What's up, my fam? You got a lot of people who are being racist, and it's making people, real African-American people, real uncomfortable. They're like, you know what? I don't think I need to go eat over there no more in that white neighborhood. I don't think I need to be going over there and shopping at them high-end racist stores, because I always knew they didn't like me, but now they're making it obvious they don't like me. You got white people calling the police on people. It's like you got to be very careful how you move around white people in 2019, because white people are making it very clear that they do not like you. They will pull their phone out and dial the police on you for the stupidest thing. I look on TV, I look on Facebook, and I see all these videos people are sharing, and it's just absolutely stupid. But you know what? People are upset, people are hurt, and people crying. But in my mind, as an entrepreneur, as the business guy that been in the game for years, I know this is wonderful for Black business, y'all, and I'm excited about it. So every time I see them videos, I'm thankful that the people are safe, but I'm excited about it. I'm like, keep sharing them videos. Keep sharing the videos, y'all. I appreciate y'all, because it's letting Black people know maybe I need not to go eat it in this expensive white neighborhood anymore. Maybe I need to keep my money and not go buy them Gucci shoes, them Gucci purses, them Louis Vuittons, and all that stuff. So that's a wonderful situation for Black people. But the question of the day is that good for Black businesses? Is racism helping Black businesses to grow? Absolutely it is. Yes, it is. Let me tell y'all the situation today that we went through. Went to go get something to eat at one Black restaurant local to my house here in LA, where I be at. And all of a sudden, it was people all outside waiting in line to get into this Black restaurant. And now this is a kind of popular Black restaurant, but the numbers that was outside today, and it was raining, it was like almost just got through being raining, and the numbers were stupid, y'all. So by the time my people go in there to order the food, like, hey, can we just take ours to go? They're like, you know what? If you can go to our second location, we got another location over there, blah, blah, blah. Now, keep in mind, I didn't know they had a second location, family. So I was doing backflips just hearing that. Wow, y'all growing. They're like, yeah, business been good lately, so we expanding. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm loving that. So, of course, hey, I didn't even think twice about it. I was like, yeah, go over there to the other spot and get some food from over there. Went over there, that place was packed too. So what does all this mean, family? Then I turned around, I had a meeting, I had to go pick up something, I had to run over to Simply Wholesome real quick. Y'all know that's my favorite Black restaurant. Man, going there, that place is booming. And I'm looking around, I'm counting numbers, I'm counting faces, I'm counting places, and I'm like, y'all, business is picking up, y'all. Business is picking up all around Black America. We having conversations with people who normally we don't have. I'm seeing faces of Black people in places that they would never go. I'm having people tell me, TJ, I'm thinking we're going to move the event, our annual event, from this white hotel that we normally go to, and we're going to have it at this Black hotel next year. I'll be like, word? You know what I'm saying? I'm having that conversation a lot by the whales in our communities, the people who having their money, are millionaires and billionaires, that have these big giant annual events. They're like, you know what, we're going to move it to a black-owned hotel next year, and I'm just sitting back smiling like, this is what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving it. It's like, me personally, I don't got to have all that glitz and glamour and that bling and blang. I just like to know that my money is going into the Black community. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about it. So let's talk about some things we need to know about, family. Because, Everett, how you doing? Because who we got here? Because of businesses growing, the racism is helping Black businesses. You got to know that a lot of people are not happy about that. Robert, how you doing? Meaning, what do I mean by they're not happy about it? You got a lot of business owners that's making money off of us that probably ain't really racist, you know, that don't really care, but they making so much money off of us that, you know, they happy about it. So now they're starting to lose money. You know, they may not be racist, but their employees are racist or their customers are racist, and the customers will come in there and make them look bad. You know what I mean? Or the employee will do something to make the franchise look bad, and they're losing money and they're not happy about that. Because we're talking about people who are saying, hey, well, maybe I can't keep my private jet no more. I can't move around the country, around the world on my private jet like I used to, because hey, we losing money. You know, I'm thinking about closing stores. So when you look at my Facebook page, you'll always see me posting different things about people, corporations that are going out of business, corporations that are filing bankruptcy, big corporations that are moving. Why do I post these things? Because I want y'all to see the effects of what racism is doing. I want y'all to see the effects of what's going on around the country. So a lot of these restaurants that are closing, Black folks, y'all may need to get in there and start buying those buildings. You know what I'm saying? Black folks, y'all may need to get in there and open up these businesses that are closing. Don't think the economy's getting bad and that's why these particular places are closing. These particular places are closing because racism is making things hard for them. They're paying out lawsuits and they're getting in trouble. They're having problems. You know, employees are filing lawsuits against the companies saying they're racist. So these people are paying out a lot of money and it's really hurting them. You know, so anyway, what else did I want to talk about? So yeah, on a whole nother side of this conversation, family, because business is starting to grow and all these other businesses are losing money because Black people are going back home and shopping in their own neighborhoods. Black people are going on WeBuyBlack.com looking for Black products. Black people are finding out, well, hey, where's the Black stores? Where are the Black restaurants? Where are the Black suit designers? Where are the Black suit stores? Where are the Black clothing designers? Where are the Black shoe designers? Where's the Black? This is the first time in many, many, many decades, y'all, that Black folks are really seriously seeking out Black businesses from the top to the bottom, from restaurants down to clothes. You know what I'm saying? From Black schools to Black tutors to Black coaches to Black anything that got to do. Oh, wait a minute. Any and everything that got to do with Black. We got a lot of African Americans that normally don't get involved with their own people, or they got these stories about what one Black person did that made them not deal with Black people no more. They starting to wake up, y'all. They like, you know what? They cannot afford for one of their children to get kidnapped and murdered and all of this stuff. They cannot afford for some white person to get mad because they bumped them and all of a sudden they call the police on them instead of saying, excuse me, I'm sorry, my apologies for bumping into you, which barely was a brush, but white people just want, I'm gonna call the police on them because I don't even want to talk to them. I think that was wrong of them to bump me because they're Black. You know, so now it's opening the door for people to just really do well. Black people are running scared of being around white people, and it's a wonderful situation, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie, because financially, I'm seeing it, my friends are seeing it, and a lot of other business owners are seeing it. So if you don't have a business, you may want to consider getting one started soon because we are in an interesting time, family. You got to know there's always a cause and effect. Whenever something happens, you got to expect something, you know what I'm saying, to happen because of that. Maze, how you doing, fam? So what do you do? Okay, let's talk about let's handle some business real quick, family. because of so many of us are starting businesses, we are really growing. Because of racism is really driving Black businesses over the top, and we're doing very well right now and continuing to grow. I'm gonna need y'all business owners or business owners who are thinking about starting. Well, let's talk about business owners that's already in business, the ones that are currently doing well. I'm gonna need y'all to start thinking about second locations. For those of y'all who don't have a second location, I'm gonna need y'all to start thinking about second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth locations. Start putting that stuff together. Have a strategy because you're gonna be approached one of these days soon by somebody, some celebrity, some rapper, some entertainer, some football player, or somebody in the community that just got money, and they're gonna say, "Hey, what do we got to do to take your business to the next level?" So I need y'all to have a plan. I need y'all to have a vision. I don't want y'all to say, "Oh yeah, well, if I can get me a better oven," you know what I'm saying? I want you to say, I was thinking about opening up another store, a second location, a third, a fourth, and a fifth. I would like to start franchising my stores out. If I had $10 million, I can franchise and open up 50 more stores. If I had $1 million, I can open up 10 more stores. If I had this much money, I can start franchising my store out and make billions of dollars selling stores. If I had X amount of dollars, I can package this particular hot sauce that we specialize in. We got to have it. We got to be ready, family. So if somebody approach you from the black community, y'all hear what I just said? From the black community, you got to be ready. And you got to you got to sound like you at least know what you're talking about. You can't be sitting there with a little bitty small dream talking about if I just had a new oven. You got a person that walk up to you that's worth hundreds of millions of dollars and they ask you, "Hey, what would it take to take this business to the next level?" And you tell them, "Well, I was thinking about a new stove and some new tables and chairs, and if I can paint this place." No, that ain't what you want to tell them. You want to tell them, if I had about $5 million, I can build a restaurant somewhere else. Yeah, it's more than just a business plan, fam. Jennifer, how you doing? You got to have a vision. You got to have a business plan, but it got to be a real vision, letting them know you've actually thought this out. So it's not just about the marketing. It's not just about the food prep. It's about, because of racism, they're keeping us there. Okay, first of all, because of racism, they won't rent. Some stores are not renewing leases for Black people, and that's a part of my book. Matter of fact, gentrification. Monetizing gentrification. I talk about a lot of this stuff in my book, family, because I already seen this coming a long time ago, and that's why I wrote the book. It's called Monetizing Gentrification: Building Black Ownership. So when someone, you can get on my website, thomastjlofton.com. Let me let y'all see real quick. Only $31.95 to your door. Go to my website, thomastjlofton.com. You don't have to put those marks in there. But anyway, so you got to have a bigger brain, family. We can't come in there with a low level of what I call them, low level thinkers. We can't be thinking on a low level, talking about, you got a billionaire asking you, what do you need to take your business to the next level? And you tell them, "Oh, if I had a bigger stove, a bigger refrigerator, and some new tables and chairs, we could really make some more money." You got to be like, "Hey, I'm tired of my landlord. So if I can build, there's some land across the street." You should be able to identify some land. You should be able to identify a building for sale. You should be able to identify an area. I've already got an architect here, and I got some blueprints, or I got a phone number of an architect, and I was interested in them designing my own storefront, my own building. So I've identified 10 pieces of land, and I would like to build a different restaurant. Pay cash. That way I won't have to worry about being evicted because of racism, because of gentrification, because there's trouble in the world. So I want to make sure I own everything. So when a person who's coming in with money, they're going to be thinking, that makes sense. That makes sense. I don't want to put money into something and you get evicted later. That wouldn't make no sense. I come in here and build your restaurant out and totally hook everything up, and you're renting. And the next thing you know, you get evicted because the landlord's selling the building. And I just put $50,000 in remodeling your business. That won't work. So you tell them, I've been designing some blueprints. I got some blueprints here. I've been talking to TJ. He's been coaching me, and I found 10 locations to where I would like to, in the next 10 years, I want to open up a store per year because my business is starting to pick up and things are really turning around. And I want to capitalize off of this because of what's going on in the economy. I'm starting to notice an influx of customers coming in, so they're going to say, okay. And then you may have somebody say, hey, well, what else do you got in mind? Well, I make this cornbread. I make this hot sauce. I make this particular vegan ketchup. I make this vegan, whatever it is. So I would like to bottle this up and sell this in the stores. I would like to open black stores and sell these black products. You know what I'm saying? Or there's Brother Sharif of We Buy Black. They're opening a black grocery store. So I got a whole bunch of black products that I make that my mom left me because my grandmom left to her. This recipe has been in my family for over 100 years, and we've been using it. And this is what we're selling at our restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I was with my homegirl now. Queen April just sent me this picture today, by the way. Y'all know these people. This is my homegirl. This is my family right here. This is some business owners. Y'all know this is me in the middle. And this is Queen April from Simply Wholesome. And this is my other sister from Hot Bill Chicken. Y'all hear what I just said? Hot Bill's Chicken. Y'all on the East Coast in Tennessee, y'all know who Hot Bill's Chicken is. So Kim is out here. She's in California with another franchise. They have a franchise of restaurants. So I was thinking about them because y'all know I always hang out with a lot of business owners because we always thinking together, having our think tanks and talking together. So, and I wasn't necessarily trying to show y'all that picture. I was just thinking, wow, they just sent me that picture because we had an event. So I was like, oh, let me pull that picture out. Rob Ether, how you doing, fam? So anyway, we got to have thoughts together, family. We got to say, these cities are growing, because of gentrification. I've been reading TJ's book, and because of gentrification, he went out and wrote this book talking about where are Black people going, where are Black people moving their businesses to, what's the blueprint to moving. All this stuff, what's going on is because of gentrification, Black people are being pushed all around the country. They're being shuffled around and being pushed to different places. So these different places don't necessarily have Black restaurants. So that's opening the door for us to turn around and open more Black restaurants. So if you know where these places are, that puts you in a great situation. That's why I started talking about it in my book to get the conversation going to help us think about it, because I'm working on building Black ownership. So anyway, we got to get our game together, family. Who we got here? Brother, I'm happy to be in the room, saving while teaching abroad to make money moves back home. What country you in, brother? What country you in, Ra Ether? What country you in, brother? Throw that out there. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Throw your city and state or country you in, family. Let me know where y'all at. So anyway, it's a lot of people who are being pushed out further away from where they're from, or all the way on the whole other side of the country, family. So these people are in great positions. I know we thinking, oh my God, I didn't want to move out here. It ain't nothing out here. Well, I love moving in areas where it ain't nothing at. I moved to Palmdale, California back in the day. That's an hour and a half outside of LA. And when I tell you I opened I opened my second lowrider shop up out there, family, it was booming. That turned out to be my biggest location, family. Why is that? Because gentrification was pushing people to Palmdale, California, outside of LA. That's right. You know what I'm saying? So that opened the door for us to open up some more businesses. So I opened up my business. Kim D, what's going on? Rancho Cucamonga in the house. So that I opened up my business out there in Palmdale, California, family, and it was raining money. When I was in LA, it was a lot of competition. San Bernardino, what's going on, fam? When I was in LA, it was a lot of lowrider shops in LA, and it was like, man, Gardena, LA, Compton, Watts, it was Hawthorne, it was lowrider shops all over the place. But when I moved to Palmdale, California, family, There was zero lowrider shops out there. That is the city where so many African Americans and brown Americans, Hispanic Americans got pushed up to because they've been gentrifying LA on the low. And all of a sudden, I'm the only lowrider shop out there. I'm the only guy who got parts for lowriders. And family, when I tell you my income quadrupled by opening up a second location, family, and it was raining money and it was crazy. So anyway, family, it's a great opportunity for us to start more businesses. So again, you got to look out for people are going to approach you randomly and want to partner with you and ask you, hey, we got some money. You know, I want to get back. Celebrities trying to come back to the community feeling bad. Like, you know what? We got all this money and we need to go fix up the hood because we might be coming back. You know what I'm saying? You got Dr. Dre being arrested in his driveway of his multi-million-dollar Malibu mansion beach house. Y'all hear what I just said? Dr. Dre back in the days got arrested in front of his own mansion because a white guy, what do you call it? I don't even know if it was a fan, but somebody who knew who he was pulled in his driveway, and he went outside and asked the guy to pull out his driveway. And the guy turned around and called the police, say Dre pulled a gun on him. Dre ain't had no gun, but the police, I didn't stop the police from arresting him anyway. They're like, you're Dr. Dre. You the one said, fuck the police. You're under arrest. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to believe him. Say, we don't like you anyway. So he willing to testify against you. So fuck it. We're going to arrest you anyway. You know, so now people like that and other people are really having problems thinking about, can y'all imagine? They nervous. They scared. They like having problems. I ain't trying to put no words in people's mouths, but I'm telling y'all, things is changing, family. So people are going to start approaching y'all and saying, hey, we looking for people with good ideas. We looking for people who help clean up the community because I may be moving my family back to Compton, to LA, to Watts. People looking at me like, man, what you doing back in LA? People told me don't come back there. I said, I'm thinking about moving back because I had too many problems in Palmdale because I was making so much money. Next thing you know, they like, you shouldn't even come back out here. I'm like, dude, they gentrifying the shit out of LA. And I want to get in there before the prices go too high. Y'all hear what I just said? But anyway, so knowing that their opportunities are happening because of all this gentrification and Black businesses are really starting to thrive because of all this racism. So we got to get in position, family. So what I wanted us to know is things like this. If you already own a business or if you're thinking about owning a business, insurance is critical, family, because of racism. Yes, somebody may throw a rock through your front window. They may spray paint graffiti on your building and put some swastikas or whatever it is. Or they may come in there and burn it up at 2 a.m. So you want to be in position to where you're going to benefit off of anything they do wrong. Just like white folks, they don't mind, Koreans don't mind putting a business in the Black community because if somebody come in there and throw a match or break the window out, they going to call the insurance company and they going to get mega paid. Y'all hear what I just said? Imagine having a $5 million policy, insurance policy on your building. You know what I'm saying? And it's only worth $100,000 and somebody throw a cocktail in there and burn it down and you get a check for $5 million because you're going to be out of business until you go find another location. They got to pay you. That is why Koreans and other races don't mind opening businesses in Black communities because they got insurance. Y'all hear that? They have insurance. In fact, I told people when I was the president of Lamert Park Vendors back in the days, I told my people, don't be out here rioting. Don't be out here looking like you're going to riot. Don't be out here threatening nobody because what's going to happen is these Koreans and these white people, they're going to come in here and burn their own shit down so that they can blame it on us and they're going straight to the bank, family. Y'all hear what I just said? Koreans and white people will always play the insurance game. Whenever they know that tensions is high in the Black community, they're going to turn around. And as soon as they find out that we out here fighting each other or throwing bricks, they're going to burn down their own stuff and go straight to the insurance company. Say, did you see that on the news, insurance company, where they were fighting? Yeah, they burned my store down. They came all the way on the other side of town and burnt down my store. So I need you to send me my check for $10 million. You know, the higher the area, the higher the crime, the more the drama that's happening. You got white people and Koreans are increasing their insurance policies because they know they're about to cash in, family. Y'all hear what I just said? They know they're about to cash in. So when they talk about unrest, They talking about the more they see police violence and police has amped up the murder rate of killing black people in their areas. They know, oh, it's only a matter of time before these black people decide to start fighting back, and they're going to most likely burn down some businesses. So I want to make sure me and my family are going to be financially secure. So, Mr. Insurance Agent, I need you to come out here to the store because I want to raise my policy from $1 million to $10 million. Y'all hear what I just said? Y'all hear what I just said? That is exactly how that works. See, we don't bother asking, questioning the white folks about the insurance game, the Asians about the insurance. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk about that. We just think that, damn, that's jacked up. Somebody burnt their building down. But if you really investigated all that stuff, they burn their own stuff down, family, because they win it. They win when somebody come in there and burn their stuff down. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we got to get in position. I ain't saying we're going to burn our own stuff down. I'm just saying that if something goes wrong in racism, the white folks decide that they losing money and they're going to start burning down black businesses, you want to make sure you're going to be right there to get paid through your insurance company. So I want to just put that out there. Get your insurance, family. Make sure that you are prepared, because if somebody come through there and burn up your shop or drive a car into your shop, so y'all be thinking that that type of stuff be accidents and stuff. When you see, oh, a car ran into a business. No, that be sometimes be racism. That be white people jealous of us. We making all the money, so they're gonna turn around and have somebody run a car up in there. And of course, it's LA or Compton. Oh yeah, they're gonna blame it on, oh, the guy was on drugs. That's what it was. It was gang violence. As soon as they put gang violence on there, boom, investigation closed, case closed. Go ahead, cut the check. Here's the police report. So yeah, we got to look at stuff like that. So I got raised insurance. Now you got to look at the fact that, okay, we've also seen on TV that police been going up in black businesses, planting drugs, dropping drugs on the floor, putting drugs on the shelves, and then coming in and raiding and say, oh, we found drugs. So that means we got to have movie cameras up. Technology is so amazing, family. I go to Costco's and all these other businesses and I see all these elaborate security systems, but no, I'm not trying to endorse Costco's. I'm trying to say that they got alarm systems. So we do the research and find some black alarm systems. Do anybody know any black alarm system companies that make cameras and stuff like that for businesses or homes? You know what I'm saying? Throw it out there, family. Let's put it in there. Type it up or something so people can turn around and get that phone number. Because me personally, I don't even know of a black security system. Matter of fact, I remember meeting a brother years ago, but I've been out of business for years. I've been doing my public speaking, so I'm not necessarily sitting in a brick and mortar anymore. So long story short, family, you know, let's research our people out first and see if there are any black owned security companies. Why do you need a black security company? Because we want to put that money back in the community, buy security cameras from them. So you put a security camera, the more cameras you got, the best, family. The more cameras you got, the better. You know what I'm saying? So you want to also have it to where it goes to your cell phone that you can see it. And you want to also have it that it records and saves the video. So if your store if somebody come in there and drop drugs on the floor and the police show up and arrest the person, hey, you got that videotape. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just the one that's in the store. It forwards to your house or somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So you can go home, have your people go home, pull that video out and be like, yep, we got the guy came in here. Here he goes right there with that black shirt on and that hat. You know what I'm saying? And yep, he came in there and planted those drugs or whatever it was, that gun, and dropped it on the shelf. Or when he turned his back, the guy reached over the counter and dropped that gun under the register, and he didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But you got cameras that sees all of this kind of stuff. So I'm not trying to discourage people. I'm just trying to get my people prepared, y'all, because in business, these are things that I had to deal with. You know, when you're making large amounts of money, family, you got to protect yourself. And these are ways that you protect yourself. So when I found out about security cameras back in the days, man, that was a major game changer for me, y'all, because I can't watch my back at all times. I need somebody else to watch my back. So I would go home when I got my little security cameras. I would go home and watch the videos and see what I didn't see, you know? So that's a powerful situation. I love being able to sit here and, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm having lunch with some of my homeboys, and my homeboy, he keep looking at his phone every 5 minutes. And I'm like, why are you looking at your phone, man? You need to make a call. He said, oh, no, I'm just trying to see who that was walked in my shop. You know how when you walk into a business, the little buzzer goes bing, letting you know somebody came in. Well, guess what? That bing rings his phone. Every time that door goes bing, it's the camera saying, hey, a customer just walked in. So he want to see the face of the person that just walked into his business. And I was like, that's some hell of a technology. I'm loving that. They didn't have that when I had my brick and mortar back in the day. So anyway, family, the technology is amazing. And there's all types of insurances that are out here that we can get that can protect us from just anything. Crazy insurance, slip and fall. If a business owner slip and fall, hey, they got insurance for that. You know what I'm saying? If somebody burn your shop to the ground, they got insurance for that. If somebody comes in there and run their car in through the front door, they got insurance for that as well, family. So let's get involved and get some insurance. Let's make sure that we're going to be there. So those of you who don't already have a business, that was just a little insight for y'all. But let's start with this, family. Buy the building. When you get ready to start a business, family, don't sit in the business forever. Have a strategy to buy the building. We don't need too many. We are losing businesses in alarming rates. This is another reason why I wrote this book, Monetizing Gentrification, Building Black Ownership. Why did I write this book? Because we are losing a lot of Black business owners. We're losing a lot of businesses because people don't own the building. I'm located in Victorville, California, where a lot of us are. I am a notary public, loan sign agent, fingerprint test, blah, blah, blah. Okay, family. I appreciate it. But long story short, I wrote that book based on the fact that I seen all of this coming. That's why I jumped out and wrote that book. People thought, hey, TJ, you a celebrity car builder, you public speaking. Why are you out here talking about gentrification? Because I know the long-term effects of it, and it's hurting our business owners. So we got a lot of people who are losing their businesses purely based on the fact that they don't own the buildings. So that's why I talk about that. Very important. So I'd rather see you, when you decide to start your business, which a lot of people who don't think they're going to start one are starting businesses. They don't think they're going to do it, but guess what? Stuff is happening and the world is getting rocked, and the only thing left is them saying, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and start a business. So that's why I get to coach so many people, because people are needing help. And, you don't have to do this on your own, family. That's why I'm here. I'm a coach. I'm a trainer. I train people. In fact, let me pay a little bills. I got some webinars coming up next week. Matter of fact, I'm about to book them shortly on my Eventbrite. I got a webinar coming up on Monday. Manufacturing. Y'all hear that? A manufacturing webinar Monday, Pacific Coast Standard Time, 6:30 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6:30. I got another one coming up on the following Monday, auto flipping, talking about cars, flipping cars. I got another one coming up on the 14th called land development. I got another one coming up on the 18th, come out entrepreneurship. There's a lot of things people need to know. It's more than just getting a business license and filing a corporation. We need to know about strategies. We need to know about locations. So I'm going to be breaking all that stuff down. So I got a lot of webinars coming up, family. We are being pushed to start. Yes, we are. People ain't got no choice. I got people who are going to work and being stressed out. They stressed out, talking about their co-workers is harassing them. They talking about they being picked over. They training their replacement. I got people calling me talking about this is jacked up, and I was there longer than this lady, and all of a sudden she come in and announced they made her a manager or they made her a partner, and I've been here for 15 years, and they keep picking over me because I know it's because they racist, yada, yada, yada. I said, you know what? It's because they want you to get out and do your own business. So people finally listening. They getting out and starting their own businesses. And now they calling me saying, that's the best move I ever made. I wish I would have listened to you earlier. You see, family, it's a lot of things going on. We got people who are being offered early outs. We got businesses who are packing their bags, moving to different locations. You know what I'm saying? Here in California, Toyota just moved to Plano, Texas. They moved from Torrance, California to Plano, Texas. Then you got Mercedes-Benz moved to Atlanta, Georgia, just in 2018. The answer is yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Let's open some businesses, man. Amir, how you doing, fam? So yeah, it's racism is driving Black businesses. That's why I'm here. And I said, man, y'all know I ain't did a Facebook Live or YouTube Live or Instagram Live in a minute because I just been busy, y'all. It's really been going on. Y'all know I traveled the country dang near 12 months in 2018 last year. I hit 15 states, and some of them states, I was in Atlanta once a month for 2, 3 weeks every month in 2018. I was in DC, the DMV area, about 3, 4 times in 2018. So I was back and forth, family, because we were strategizing, setting things up. So what is my point of saying that? I've seen things that let me know, family. I done had conversations all around the country about the things that are happening to Black people, about the large amounts of homelessness, the corporations that are moving, and the Blacks are the first people to go. They are not being asked, do they want to move to the next state or whatever it is, or Blacks are just getting, because of the cutbacks, they're getting rid of all the Blacks. So they are passing laws, family, that's making it legal to get rid of Black people, to lay Black people off without being sued. They're putting all this stuff in position, family. So yes, we do need to be in a position to get ready to start businesses. Yes, you are being forced to start a business. You either start a business or you turn around and go broke and live in a tent somewhere on the sidewalk. It's your choice. But a lot of people think they don't have no money to start no business. That ain't true. It does not take money to make money. Y'all hear that? Don't let nobody tell y'all that. And don't be telling nobody that. It does not take money to make money, family. I got people all the time calling me up saying, TJ, you got a 59 Chevy for sale? I'll be like, yeah, why? What's up? They'll be like, okay, well, what do you want for it? I'll be like, oh, he only wants 60,000 for it. Okay, well, can I make some money off of that? I'll be like, absolutely. Tell them 70,000, and I'll give you 15 off of that. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, okay. Next thing you know, they making money off of it. It's just about knowing the right people. You got people that say, TJ, they coming to me saying, hey man, I got a guy who got some money and he wants to invest in this. Do you know of any good investments for some commercial buildings, some real estate or something? I see you always all around the country. I'll give you a finder's fee. Okay, cool. Yeah, I do know where. Okay, shit. I'll give you 10 grand just to tell me where this is at, and he gonna pay me this much money. So just having information is priceless, family. So no, it does not take money to make money, family. So do not tell nobody it takes money to make money, because it don't. That's always a person that never had a business making statements like that. I'm a seasoned business owner, family. I got a long history of entrepreneurship, and it does not take money to make money. If you say, hey, I'm gonna open up a restaurant, yes, it's going to take some money. You know what I'm saying? If you say, TJ, what kind of business can I get started because I don't have any money? I'm gonna say, shoot, you can do simple things like book me some speaking engagements. Dana, how you doing, family? You got people call me all the time, say, TJ, I got this group of people that want to sit in front of you, and they're gonna pay, what do you charge, TJ? When you on sale, your packages are $3,000 a piece to teach people coaching stuff, training. And okay, TJ, if I could put 10 people, Essence, how you doing, fam? If I could put 10 people in the room, can I get a commission, a finder's fee or something? Absolutely, you can. I had somebody call me the other day and say, TJ, I got a little homeschool that wants to buy 100 books. Can I get a commission? Absolutely, you can. Knowing the right information. TJ, anything they call me, TJ, I know somebody, y'all know I make these rain gutters, right? I make car parts. TJ, I got a company that's interested in buying a bunch of parts because he wants to keep them in stock because he always working on those cars. Can I get a commission on that? Absolutely. Absolutely, you can. You know what I'm saying? And it does not take money to make money, family. So, but it takes you to sit down with a coach like me and ask me, you know what I'm saying, what's going on? We got people whose mother and grandparents are retiring or passing away and leaving them homes, leaving them apartment buildings, leaving them commercial buildings all over the country, family. I'm sure I'm talking to somebody that's on this call and they are turning around trying to figure out what are they going to do with this real estate. So people are calling me saying, TJ, I didn't know my granddad had 4 apartment buildings. He never said nothing. He had them on property management and he was just sitting back collecting his check. And my grandma never even realized it. Now, all of a sudden, he passed away and we found a deed. And all of a sudden, the real estate person, his attorney called us up talking about these 4 buildings. These 4 buildings worth $5 million. We don't know what to do. Can we sit down and talk about it? Absolutely, we can. So we got a lot of people. It's like, okay, well, they need to make some more money. They need to invest that money. And they want to sit down with me as a coach, a trainer, and talk about it, family. So that's what we do. So when I tell y'all that it's raining money out here, y'all need to get in position and listen. I really want y'all to listen to what I'm saying, if that's okay with y'all. Can't force you to listen. I'm just telling you, don't wait 5 and 10 years and be like, damn, I wish I would have listened to TJ. He made that was true what he said. I just now took me 5 or 10 years before I realized. Glass bottle drinking water out of it, family. Y'all know I drink 90% plus of whatever I drink is water. Trying to give my body the opportunity so I can grow old, family. I want to grow old. I want to be 108 before I pass away. But health is our wealth. My true wealth is my health, family. So anyway, what else I was going to talk about? Racism is growing Black businesses. Okay, so we got to put the cameras up. We got the creating a business plan. Family, if you don't have any ideas about what taking your business to the next level is, call me and let me talk to you about that. Because a lot of people know how to make make great soul food, make amazing vegan food, make a super nice prom dresses, or make some great shoes, but they don't know business, family. So how can you make a great business plan if you don't know business? You know what I'm saying? And people, first of all, I ain't never had a business plan. Let's just get that clear. I ain't never had a college degree or none of that. I ain't never been to college, but yes, I've taught at some. How about that? But no, I've never went to college. I never got any type of degrees. I never even thought about doing nothing like that. Why? Because I'm a business owner. I started a business at a very young age. By the time I was 19, 20 years old, I was in business making money from my mom's backyard and rolled over into a shop in the brick and mortar, and I made money hand over fist, more money than your average person had ever made. I didn't ship cars all around the world. I didn't own property, more property than most people could ever imagine. I had $1 million house before the real estate market pushed the houses up. What happened over there? Pushed the houses up over that, stuff like that. So before the housing market took off, or when the housing market took off and everybody went out and bought a big house, I already had a big house, family. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get excited. No, I can go get a bigger house. So anyway, what is my point? I ain't sitting here bragging. I'm just telling y'all I'm a real business owner. And no, all business and all smart people did not go to college. Most of our smart business owners never been to college, family. Never. You know what I'm saying? That is two different mindsets, y'all. That is two different mindsets. You got a lot of people who are making money. And that's why I say you can't necessarily go to a person just because the person went to college. People come to me and I coach them, and we sit down and we talk about other coaches they had, and they always tell me, you're using what word am I looking for? Unorthodox, not unorthodox. This is not a normal strategy of coaching. What you're talking about? I'd have been sitting down with 4 or 5 coaches, and you just said a whole bunch of stuff that they ain't never said. I said, because most likely they've never owned a business. There is a difference. You got people who will go to school and take classes, and they will all come back with standard conversation. But then you have me, who have been in the trenches of entrepreneurship, who have went from brick and mortar to brick and mortar, who have multiple storefronts. I've been in multiple magazines that'll come up to your knees about entrepreneurship, talking about the things I've done, of how I pioneered whole industries. I have pioneered whole industries. So when I'm coaching you, I'm coaching you from a level of, this is where I left off at, y'all. I wish I would have known more about patents, trademarks, copyrights, and intellectual property. I wish I would have known, to take this app thing serious. I wish I would have known that this internet, was really serious. And I could really go in and talk about that internet, family. Internet businesses is amazing situations, family. The internet business made me decide that, hey, if carefully crafted, I can get rid of my lowrider shops, y'all. I can sit back and just chill at the house all day and be on the computer and talking to y'all, doing webinars, and it will make me the amount of money, if not more, than what I was making building lowriders, y'all. Y'all hear what I just said? So let me kind of talk to y'all about this. You personally probably have some information in your head, in your brain, that will make you a millionaire. Y'all hear that? You, from your job, from your past experience, from the things that you've done in your past, have some knowledge in your head that will make you a multi-millionaire. All you got to do is just apply it. And most people don't know that they have that value in their head because they've never sat down with a person like me. So, for example, let's talk about me, for example. I knew I had a bunch of stories, family. I knew I've been through a bunch of amazing things, but to tell people about it made it seem like I was bragging. If I sit back and tell you about all this real estate I've had, about all these cars I've had, about all this money I've had, about all these things, you'd be like, oh, he bragging. But guess what, family? You need to know that because you decide maybe I need to hire him because he's been there and done that. There's a big difference. TJ talks about and shows us pictures of all the things that he's done. But yet the other coach over there, he don't talk about what he done yesterday. He talks about his degree. He talks about he graduated the first of his class. He talks about that he was the first one that did this Black Student Union. But he cannot talk about and show you pictures of here what I did back in 1992, and here's the first shop I had, and here's this, and here's that, and I was the first person that pioneered this industry, and blah 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 blah. And yes, raises is a push we need to realize we need to stop wasting money on the mainstream. Absolutely. Chloe B. That's right. Okay, YouTube. Not YouTube, but Instagram. I'm gonna reset y'all. Instagram took a hike. You know, Instagram only let you go 30 minutes. It seemed like it let us go an hour. So anyway, family, so that's another thing we got to talk about, y'all. I probably always say this, but we spend a lot of time. We got a lot of people who are thinking, okay, I want to open a business and I want to hire me a coach, right? Who's going to help me? Because we got a lot of opportunity in front of us. So our people have been trained, have been conditioned and programmed and told, these are your leaders. Y'all hear what I just said? Our people have been conditioned, programmed, and told, these are your leaders. Anything they say, believe them. Y'all hear what I just said? Anything these particular people say, believe them. They know what they're talking about. And who are these people? People with the name doctor in front of their name, people with the name professor in front of their name, people who have been to a university. People with the name, was it pastor in front of their name? Y'all hear what I just said? Greetings, friend. People with the name pastor in front of their name means we are programmed that we should believe everything they tell us. We should follow them. Anywhere they tell us to go, we should go. Whenever we turn around and want to make a major move, we should go converse with our pastor first. We should go talk to a person with the name doctor or professor or someone who's went to a college. Don't waste your time talking to someone that's not been to a college. That is one of the biggest setups in history, family. Why am I saying that? Because how can you go consult with someone about starting a business that's never owned a business? Just because you have a doctorate in entrepreneurship, or just because your teacher was a teacher and he taught you entrepreneurship, don't make him a good coach. He's never owned a brick and mortar. He is not a coach, family. He cannot teach you about business. He can teach you about how to get a business license. He can teach you about how to file a corporation. He can teach you about the tax structures and bases and things like that. But brick and mortars, commercial real estate, oh my gosh, I go on and on and on and on. Advertising strategies. How do you deal with racism when trying to advertise? How do you deal with racism when a racist customer walks into your shop? How do you deal with when the gang member comes into your shop? You can't learn that from a book. You can't learn that from a person that's never been in these experiences. But a person like me, I got an answer for all that type of stuff. I got a solution for all that. So we have to stop being bamboozled, family. So yes, it's cool to have people who have education, but when you turn around and start listening to certain people, we always have people who say business is difficult, businesses don't work. I said, did you have a coach? They said, yeah, I had a coach. It didn't work. So I started going, okay, well, where did you meet your coach at? What is your coach's background? Oh, I met him at my school. He went to Howard like I did. And he graduated at the top of his class. That's always the same story. And again, I'm not here to talk bad about college or pastors or churches or anything like that. I'm just telling people where they're making mistakes at. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to understand the principles behind why entrepreneurship is failing for most people, because you're listening to the wrong people. You're listening to the wrong people. You got to listen to someone who's been there and done that. So yes, racism is growing black businesses through the roof, family. So all of a sudden, the need for coaches is growing rapidly. The need for people who understand real estate is really growing rapidly. The need for people who understand marketing is growing rapidly. Now, if you had a person who Kathy, how you doing, fam? If you have a person who'd been to school for marketing and they know all these new social media platforms that's coming out, and they know how to use the diagrams and all these different things that got to do with social media. Yes, that is a person who I would listen to, because TJ, I don't know that stuff. That's new for me. I'm coming from a newspaper or a TV commercial kind of advertising background, a magazine advertising, all this new social media stuff. I ain't never done that. I don't understand that. I'm still learning it to this day, family. So if you got someone who comes out from school with a degree, don't go in there hot and heavy. Don't let them talk you into spending $1,500 a month on something. Always come in and say, let me see what it can do first. Oh, let me tell y'all a story about advertising in common sense. Let's talk about advertising in common sense. Back in the days when I turned around and I came up on and I decided I'm going to advertise on TV. My pockets is kind of heavy, so I want to go ahead and advertise on Ladies Touch. How you doing, fam? I want to go ahead and advertise on TV because I'm having my paper right. So I'm going to go ahead and advertise on TV. Family, if you can, my YouTube family, if you can please subscribe to my YouTube page, that'll be great. I appreciate you, trying to get my YouTube numbers up. Because y'all know we got people who say, well, TJ, I didn't know you was smart as that. I didn't know you knew all that stuff, because I looked at your Instagram and you only had 2,200 people on there. So everybody who's making money, they got 35,000 people or 182,000 people. And I'm just looking like, wow, I'm one of the smartest cats in the game, but I don't necessarily be using my social media, saying like that. I'm too busy doing the work than trying to sit here and grow my Instagram and my Facebook, y'all. I thought that was interesting. But anyway, so family, where was my thought at? I didn't miss my thought. So yeah, we got to really get back on business. So back in the days, I was advertising. I had came into some the reality that, you know what, I'm really making some good money. So let me make some commercials on TV. So I turned around, I hired the company to come out and make me some commercials. And the guy comes in, white guy, of course. Never met a black guy who was advertising on TV. And I was in Palmdale, California back in those days. And the white guy comes in and he's shocked that I was able to pull out that money and pay for some commercials. So of course, they want to break my pockets. They want to sell me something that ain't gonna work. But they smiling in my face. They're my best friends, and they lying all through their teeth, family. So yes, I'm smart enough to know that white people don't like me and they're gonna lie. And this was back in what is it, 96, 97. I think I opened my lowrider shop up out there. 95 maybe. So fast forward, that was my second location. Y'all hear that? I had multiple locations. I was one of the first black people to franchise a lowrider shop, y'all. I was the biggest African American lowrider shop in the world at one time. So check this out, family. I called up the TV company called Jones Intercable back in those days. I think Time Warner bought them out now. So all of a sudden, the white guy comes out and he wants to know, who is this black guy with enough money to pay our rates? So all of a sudden he comes out and I say, okay, this is what I want to do. So he pitches to me, okay, well, you can do this, this, and this, and this. And of course, you're going to have to, you ain't going to make no money right off the top with advertising. You have to commit to it for at least 6 months. And you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got that kind of money, then I don't recommend you do it. I'm like, whatever, dude. You know what I'm saying? What is that going to run? Well, at least $2,000 a month for 6 months. That's going to be about whatever it is. $12,000, blah, 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 whatever. Excuse me, family. So I'm like, okay, I didn't even blink. I'm like, what about it? Okay, so tell me how you gonna make me money. Okay, 12 grand, that ain't nothing, whatever. Oh, plus setup fee, da da da, about 15,000, whatever, dude. Tell me how it's gonna work. Cause I ain't never ran a commercial on TV before, so tell me how it's gonna work. He trying to discourage me talking about 12,000, 15,000. I'm like, dude, will you please get to the point? I didn't blink when you said 12,000. I didn't blink when you said 15. I have enough money put away. I want to know how it's going to grow my business. How you going to help me to reach this people? I need to know how many people is in Antelope Valley do you cover? He like, whoa, I wasn't supposed to know questions like that. So I hit him with the right questions. How many people in Antelope Valley live here? How broad is your reach? How far out do your reach go? And now he's feeling bad. I said, okay, well, how is your cable, but TV is still here? What's the percentage of people who still watch TV? And what's the percentage of cable people who watch the TV? Okay, well, you got Jones Cable. Who is this other cable company I noticed? Now he's sitting there still looking silly because I wasn't supposed to realize. I was supposed to just shut up, let the white guy talk, and come in there and tell me how much money he gonna make me and be quiet and cut a check. No, I got questions for you, bro. I've been in this game for quite a while. So fast forward the story. He let me know, yes, there are other cable companies, and there's about 200,000 people in the Antelope Valley at that point, hypothetically speaking, and they only had 40% of the market, and some other company had more than that. 50 something percent. So the other company had 10. So I was like, well, damn, I might need to be talking to the other company because they got a bigger reach than you. Oh, well, we run from Valencia at the bottom of the 14 freeway all the way up to Bakersfield and blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, cool. So now now he got to convince me versus trying to discourage me. So anyway, fast forward the story, family. I let him make my commercials. I let him put together a package for me that he told me I should be able to make money, and I need to give it at least 6 months before I start seeing a return on my money. I'm like, okay, whatever, dude. I'm just excited as a black man. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have people seeing me on TV, on commercials in a positive imagery way, and that's what it was all about for me. Really, I was gonna put up to 2 grand a month so that y'all can see a black man in business on TV versus back then the only black people you seen on TV was people who was getting murdered, getting drugged off to jail. That was the only time you really seen black people. Or other than that, you look at TV and they making us look stupid on TV. So for me to be having a positive imagery commercial on TV, oh, I was gonna pay the 2 grand a month just so people could say, wow, black people are doing positive things. There's a young brother out here that got a lowrider shop and he's running commercials on TV consistently, regularly. So fast forward the story, the dude turns around and he puts my commercials on TV, and I'm looking at him. He's like, "Okay, your commercials are going to be on the Food Network. Your commercials are going to be on the Country and Western station. We got 1 million people watch the Food Network. We got 200,000 people watch the Country and Western. And I'm sitting there thinking that ain't got nothing to do with low riding. I'm a low rider, and I don't watch Country and Western. I don't watch the Food Network. You know what I'm saying? I love to eat, but I ain't got time to sit down and watch no Food Network. So I wanted it to cater to a person like me. What would TJ watch? Fast forward the story because I'm gonna listen to this guy because I ain't never ran a commercial before. I let him put together that package. He put that package together and had me in all those markets that I wasn't even gonna make money in. So a week went by and I haven't got one phone call, family. I asked him, I said, well, what's happening with BET and all of that? Oh, well, we don't have BET out here. I'm like, that's TV. How do you not have BET? Do y'all know I had to rally to get them to bring BET out here to the Antelope Valley family? Do you know that when we have cable company, when cable first came out, it was certain channels, they was racist saying we don't want rap videos in Antelope Valley. I was one of the guys who pioneered to have it brought out there. I said, if you bring it out here, I will advertise on it. In fact, I'm not going to spend any real money with y'all until you bring it out here. So they rallied and got it to come to the Antelope Valley family. Fast forward the story. I told the dude after a week, I said, I ain't got one phone call. Teresa, how you doing, fam? I said, I haven't got one phone call and I done spent, you know what I'm saying, $250 already. What was that? Yeah. No, about $500 because I was spending $2,000 a month, right? I done spent $500 and I ain't seen nobody And phone ain't rung one time when somebody said they saw my commercial. Oh, well, I told you you're gonna have to pay 6 months, da 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 da. And before you see a return, I told you that already. I said no. I knew this wasn't gonna work because you put me on all this country and western TV. So I told dude, I said, look, this is what I want to do. I want all my commercials on rap video stations. I want you to put my commercials on MTV, the box, only on those places right there. Oh, well, that's not gonna work out well. I'm like, why would it not work out well? I watch rap videos. I don't watch country and western in the Food Network and all these different type of things. I'm being hypothetical speaking, family. And the next thing you know, he told me it ain't gonna work if I do it that way. I said, well, family, that's cool. Do it anyway. It's my money. And then he turned around. He had to redo my bill, family. You know what he did? What he came up to once we realized I want to maximize my space on this BET, this rap videos, everything. I want my stuff to be on the Cosby Show. I want my stuff to only be on Black TV. Wherever Black TV shows is, put my commercials there. And he turned around and pulled up the numbers. Why was it hard to find open spaces in these places? Because all the white people wanted to advertise on Black shows. Fast forward the story, he found some spaces and he told me he maxed it out and this is the most I can do. And I was like, okay, well, what I owe you? $500 a month. $500 a month to run my commercials on Black TV shows only. If I can do 3 times on BET, I want 3 times. If I could do 10 times on BET, every time I go to a commercial, I want my commercial on there. Oh, well, you can only do 3 times. Okay, well, fine. Go ahead and do 3 times. Okay, well, what about the Bill Cosby show? Okay, well, you can only do this many times. Okay, well, cool, whatever. How much I owe you for a month? $500 a month. He was mad. This ain't gonna work. I don't think this is gonna work for you. So what, dude? Just do it anyway. Let me find out. That I said in 1 week we'll know. In 1 week we'll know. Oh no, it's gonna take at least 6 months before the way you got it set up. It's gonna take a year. Whatever, dude. Let's see it. It's my money. I got the money to play with. Man, he ran that commercial. I'm telling you, when the first commercial came on, my phone rang. Hey, is this TJ? You got the lowrider shop over there, man. I got a 64 Chevy. Where are you at? I want to come down there, man. I was just watching videos. I didn't know a brother was out here. All of a sudden, hold on, real quick. Phone ringing. Hey, is this TJ? Man, I just saw your commercial. Boom! Instantly, I'm making phone calls. Phone ringing off the hooks. The phone was ringing off the hook so much in the first 2 days, I had to go hire somebody just to answer the phones because it was ridiculous. So many people was calling. Before that month was up, family, I had to call the guy and said, you know what? I'm gonna have to restructure my whole company. I'm gonna have to go hire some people because this advertising is working better than I thought it would. And the dude looked at me stupid. He was like, whoa. He was not expecting it to happen that fast. So basically, we couldn't even have a conversation about you was wrong and I was right. But what it was, he knew that was going to work that way. He knew that. That's why he wanted me to run commercials on the country western stations and the Food Network station. So family, we got to watch out for people who are going to try to mislead us. And sometimes we can't be scared to step up to the plate and do what makes sense. Always think, where's your people at? Where's your customers at? What would you watch? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to advertise on something I don't personally watch. You know what I'm saying? And like right now, I don't even watch TV really. I barely watch TV or something. You know, I barely watch TV. I think I watch one show a week if that's the case. You know, I'm a sci-fi guy, by the way, if y'all didn't know. So fast forward the story, family. I made so much money running commercials on TV, family. I had to kill the commercials. I went and hired somebody, but I made so much money was coming in that I needed to restructure. I need to hire a few more employees. I hired a girl to answer the phone, and shoot, she needed some help to log in all the data of all the people who was calling. She needed some help to take all the notes, and she needed to be the one that when I answered, she needed some help because when I answered the question and said, yes, I do have that caller number one asked for, she needed someone to call them back because she didn't have time to call them back. So I had to hire somebody else to do the return phone calls. You hear what I'm saying? So it got to a point where, okay, I'm only deal with the people who come in through the door because the phones is ringing too much. Now I got to have somebody who said, TJ, well, I'm interested in buying that part that you say you can get. So I need somebody who had to make the phone calls because I wasn't going to do it. I'm a business owner. I'm not going to sit back and do this overwhelmingly alarming amount of phone calls to call in and start ordering all these parts. So I had to turn around, hire somebody else to do that. Do the research, find these parts, call these corporations, order these parts, find out when they're coming in, get the tracking numbers, track them, find out exactly what date is going to be here, et cetera, and monitor it and make sure it gets here that day. And then call the customer back and say, hey, your part's going to be here on Friday at 8. And then give them a courtesy call to say, hey, your part's here. Can you come pick it up? Blah, blah. You have a balance of $585, hypothetically speaking, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, family, yes, entrepreneurship's a powerful situation. So before you go out and advertise, before you go out and spend some money, before you go out and make a major move, please reach out to me, family. Let me help you. Let me coach you. Let me take my training class. Take my webinars, family. I got webinars that are coming up. So please bear with me. I'll have them all posted by tomorrow. Before Monday, the webinars will be up and ready to go. So I appreciate it if y'all start taking these webinars because I'm going to give it up, y'all. I'm going to give us some game because I know for a fact we need it. I have people telling me, TJ, you need to teach that stuff. So I'm taking off some time. You're going to notice I'm going to be doing some heavy webinars, family, because it's very critical that we learn all these different aspects of entrepreneurship that are not being taught in schools, that are not being taught by a lot of businesses. I mean, a lot of people who teach business. A lot of people who have not had a business don't know what to teach. They can teach you the basics, but they can't teach you the things from the trenches of how to know when the guy who's over advertising is lying to you. What do you do when an advertiser that you paid your money to say, oh, I'm sorry, we made a mistake? You like, dude, my phone number is 310 and you put 323. Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies. Oh, we'll have it right next month. Well, I paid for this month and you talking about looking forward to next month? No, apologies ain't good enough. White people think that just because I apologize, it's okay. You should take it and hey, so what? It was only $1,000. No, he's like, well, your address is there. They're gonna come in. No, I'm counting on that phone call. No, I need that. They're like, oh well, I apologize. Sorry about it. No, you need to know. Hey, most people will say, dang, that's jacked up. Well, he apologized. No, when you lose $1,000, apology ain't enough, family. I want 2 more months for the inconvenience, family. I need 2 more months for free because you screwed me on the first month. Because your team, my book, when this paper left here, you see this? It says 310, blah, 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 blah on there. So how did you get 323? Now they look like a fool. Apology ain't good enough. How about if I wrote you a check and it said $120 and not $1,200? Could I apologize? Or are you going to expect me to write you another check? Yes, you're going to expect me to write you another check. So what I want you to do is I want you to give me 2 more months for free because you're inconveniencing me. And they be looking like, okay, but your average person who don't know business is going to take the apology and just go walk away and put their head down and think about, well, I'll get them next month. That ain't how that works, family. You want your money back and you want 2 months free so that you can continue to do business. But it's strategies like that, family, that we have to know, that we have to be able to, and not just know the strategy, but we can't be scared to demand it. Look, dude, I spend this much money. So if you can't give me my 2 months free, I'm going to go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I will go pay somebody else to advertise that you guys are screwing people. You know what I'm saying? Andrietta, what's going on? No. That's right. But anyway, fam, it's a lot going on with entrepreneurship, but don't take it in a way that it should scare you to where you don't want to go create a business. Just take it in a way that no matter where you go, when it comes down to making money, you're going to hit some bumps in the road. You're going to get some bruises. But at the same time, I'd rather own my own business and take some bumps and bruises and make 10 times the amount that I would normally make it working a job and have the job security, have the business security by having my own business versus working for somebody else. Me personally, I ain't trying to work for nobody else. I'm going to sit back and do my own thing, run my own business. So if you say, TJ, would you take a job paying $150,000 or would you take your own business paying you $110,000? I would take my own business paying me 110 a year if it came down to that, family. I don't want to work for nobody else. Why is that? Because I want to control my own destiny. I want to work to be a multi-billionaire, not no guy that's gonna max out at 160,000. I'm not gonna sit back and make you wealthy when I could be working on making myself wealthier. Y'all hear that, family? That's what it's all about. We are going out. I got some brilliant people that I coach every day, and I'm like, and they want to brag to me about how much money they made they boss. I'm like, look, you need to put that energy in making yourself wealthy. So anyway, fam, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Pay some bills. If y'all didn't get y'all book, Monetizing Gentrification, please get it, family. This book is written for us. We got people who are being pushed out of cities and states all over the country, especially in California and New York. So I wrote the book. I went around 15 states plus, and I figured out what was going on. I figured out the solutions to a lot of the problems we're dealing with, which is homelessness, which is being able to find affordable places to live, which is what kind of businesses should they start, where are the jobs moving to, what kind of things can we do to make money, what kind of things can we do, what does the future look like, what does an investment look like? And I had wrote down the blueprint to help us so that we will land safely wherever we go, family. So monetizing gentrification, meaning we're gonna learn how to make money. What should you expect after you buy this book for $32 to your door? You're gonna learn how to make money off of gentrification, family. It is raining money right now, so I'm talking about it, and I put a blueprint in this book to building Black ownership, family, meaning how do we start businesses and how do we create ownership? How do we own homes? How do we own real estate? That is very critical in 2019, family. So again, ThomasTJLofton.com, get your book, family. And I'll also be speaking at this Friday. If you are in California or if you would like to fly out to California, come on down to the AFIBA Center, AFIBA Center in Los Angeles, California. That's one of our African American spots where Black people go to speak. You know, we have a lot of our scholars that's spoken there over the years, been around for a couple of years, and it's an honor for me to be up there, to be able to go up there and speak. So it's only $25. I think it went to $30 once we got into March, if I'm not mistaken, but it's definitely 30 at your door. So go on eventbrite.com, or you can go to my Facebook and you'll see it posted, and you can go ahead and register for that. And also I got some webinars coming up, and I'll have them posted by most likely tomorrow or no later than Monday. I got a bunch of different webinars coming up. So I will be pushing my webinars, family. So please sign up for these webinars, because I am going to give up game. I'm going to give up decent. What is it called? I'm sorry. I'm going to be giving up the game, family. I'm going to be giving up the solutions. So you'll be able to also go on my website, and you'll see that one event, Monetizing Gentrification, is on my website. Ooh, excuse me. Let me drink a little more water. Woo, water, that cool, refreshing drink. Anyway, so yeah, family, that's these webinars are gonna be so profound. I'm gonna give up a lot of games. So if you tune into these webinars, family, you know, you're gonna learn a lot. It's not gonna be, nope, don't be messing around, Mr. Computer. I'm gonna give up a lot of game, family. It's not gonna be no upsells. It's gonna be, this is what I'm giving up. I'm talking about manufacturing. I'm talking about land development. I got I think my webinars are gonna be 69 or 99, depending on what they are, which ones they are. I got automotive webinars. I'm gonna talk about pretty much everything entrepreneurship and how you make money in 2019, family, to where you tired of moving around. You need to take these webinars, because I'm gonna give up a whole lot of game, and we're gonna really talk about it in detail, family. So please tune in to some of these webinars, family. If you don't want them, tell your family to get signed up for them, because we got a lot of people who are out here hurting, and they don't know what to do about it. They don't know no solutions. That's why we got a lot of homeless people going on out here. So I'm going to turn around and teach the game and help people to where they can turn around and do well, do better. You know what I'm saying? People tell me all the time, you need to teach more. You need to be teaching more. TJ, you need to put this information out. You know, I haven't been doing my training classes on the courses online because information changes by the day, family. And every day there's a new law passes that kind of makes old information no good. And my information is about up to the moment. So when tariffs came out, you notice not tariffs. Yeah, when tariffs came out, you'll notice I start talking about tariffs because that greatly affects entrepreneurship and real estate. Then all of a sudden they came up with a new word for gentrification called opportunity zones, family. So you notice I start talking about opportunity zones, you know? So I want my stuff to be up to date because I don't want nobody calling me back saying, oh man, you know, you didn't say nothing about an opportunity zone. No, I'm talking about opportunity zone because I want y'all to have the opportunity to create wealth and make money in this. So that's why I'm sharing, family. We got a lot of people who say we got to share our information so others won't make the same mistakes we made. So anyway, fam, if you want to get the book, $31.95 to your door. You can go to my website, thomastjlofton.com. This name right here, and buy the book for $31.95 to your door, or you can cash at me $31.95 to this Thomas TJ Lofton right here, and you're gonna see this character guide pop up. That'll let you know that's me on Cash App. Other than that, family, if you like some coaching, if you like some one-on-one training, if you like some sign up for a webinar, reach out to me at area code 310-619-3954. Again, 310-619-3954. If you like to book me to come out to your city, your state, or your country and speak, reach out to me at that same phone number. If you'd like for me to come out and do a book signing at your bookstore, or if you'd like to stock my books at your bookstore or at your school, or for your organization, or for your barbershop, and you need a bulk price, please reach out to me at area code 310-619-3954. So expect to hear more from me, family, because I'm gonna start doing a lot of webinars, you know. So y'all sign up, let your family members sign up, you know, put your family around it, family. Put your family around the TV or around the computer, and let's check these webinars out. Let's get our children involved, and let's get some of their questions out of here and ask what's going on. So anyway, family, I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all. And yes, what was the title of this? Is gentrification, is racism affecting Black businesses? Is racism growing Black businesses? Absolutely it is, and it's a wonderful thing. So I appreciate Mr. 45 in office for doing a great job letting us know just how racist he is, and scaring the hell out of African American people all over the world, and making Black people come back home and recycle their Black dollars. Thank you, Mr. 45. I appreciate that good president. So I hope y'all ain't mad at me. But yes, that's great for business. Yes, I'm sure people are losing their jobs, but guess what? One person with one good idea can employ thousands. Y'all hear that? One Black person with one good idea can employ thousands, if not millions of people, y'all. So that's all we got to do is when these people start coming to me for coaching, they come in with these great ideas. And man, every day somebody Black is starting businesses, family, and I'm loving it. And I am just absolutely loving it because there's a high demand for Black businesses, fam. Peace. I'm out of here. Get that book, thomastjlofton.com, Monetizing Gentrification. Go to the phone, go to your Facebook, to the Facebook page right now, Monetizing Gentrification. Buy it. All these devices.